Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Big B here from MoneyLoanNation.com, your home for everything Moneylo. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Moneylo YouTube channel. And today we got our Week 5 NFL predictions. There's a pretty tricky. Oh, we're gonna stop this music for a second. I'm gonna start playing music in the background if you guys haven't noticed already. But anyway, welcome back to our Week 5 predictions. Once again, there is a lot of tough week picks this week. I was really struggling on a couple of them. So yeah, it's already Week 5 in NFL season. It's been pretty fast. So yeah, we got our Week 5 NFL predictions today, and make sure you guys do check out the Week 4 reactions that I had last night, and I did that last night, really late last night. But make sure you guys go check that out. I got that video out, so make sure you guys do like that video as well. So our Week 5 NFL predictions. Last week we did really good. We went 11-5, and that brings my overall record to 36-28. Listen, I'm still not satisfied with this record because it's just 8 games above 500, which this is probably the worst I ever did in this span. But it's alright. We're gonna get better. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn the music back on. So, but after I say this, but for this, we are going to do something different. We are going to look at each team and what they are in the NFC. So this is just see what every team is coming into Week 5. So the top 7 teams, those are the teams that are in the playoffs right now. And then 8 through 10 are the teams that are out of the playoffs. Now we're not going to do like division stuff because the division is not really necessary because anyone can look that up. So we're just going to do NFC and NFC standings. As you see on the screen right now, that is the NFC standings going into Week 5. And I do have the same thing for the AFC. So what do you guys think about the NFC? Some of my reactions, I did not ever think the Giants would be in 13th place right now. The Vikings in 12th. Besides that, I don't have any big reactions. And then as we go to the AFC side of things and see where they are coming into this week, not a lot of surprises here for the AFC. I'll be honest. This is basically, the Ravens in 2nd. Maybe that is a little bit of a surprise, but not really. Colts in 7th. All right, yeah, we can go ahead and turn the music on that. Yeah, but anyway, what do you guys think about this? Is this reaction like the Bengals in 15th? Never thought that would happen a day in my life. Jets is kind of understandable now because they don't have Aaron Rodgers. Browns and Chargers are 11th place and 10th. That's kind of surprising. But besides that, in the Texans in 8th, I actually like to see that. The Houston Texans, the team that was really bad last year. Yeah, but anyway, let's get into this week's picks. That's where every team is coming into the week. So let's get started. Alright, so this week is starting the bye week. As you can see here on the screen, we have 4 teams on the bye, and that's the Browns, Chargers, Seahawks, and Bucks. I'm really interested to see how these 4 teams come out of the bye week so early in the season that it might cost them a couple games when we head towards the end of the season. But that's for later. This is where we are now. So those are teams on the bye. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to my picks for this week. Alright, so we're starting off. We got Thursday Night Football, and this is not the best Thursday Night Football game, but we have the Bears going into Washington. The Bears team just lost a 21-point lead. I'm gonna recognize you guys that 21-point lead. They blew that. And you think I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears that blew that lead, and you think I'm gonna pick them against this Washington team that only lost by 3 points and competed really well with defending NFC champions? Nah. I gotta take Washington. I think Washington's kind of gonna blow. I do think Washington's gonna kind of blow them out. I'm not really expecting this game to be close, but once again, I'm expecting this game to be a blowout. Honestly, I'm not really expecting the Bears to do too much in this game. It's gonna be a tired Thursday night game. It's not really gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fun for Washington fans, honestly, in this game. So I'm gonna take Washington. I shouldn't surprise nobody here, but a couple of my picks might surprise you guys. So just gonna put that out there. But anyway, I got Washington winning this game, 27 to 14, and I can see even a bigger blowout than that. All right, next up we have our London early Sunday morning game, and that's the Jags going into the Bills. But once again, this is in London, so I don't think it really matters where the at's at. Anyway, Jacksonville coming off a win in London. I do think this team is going to be more rested than the Bills because the Bills are like coming into London while the Jacksonville Jaguars are like they're just staying there. But anyway, the Bills' performance last week was really good. Same thing for the Jags. The Jags had a really good bounce back performance too. But once again, I think this Bills team is just better, man. I just feel like they're better than the Jags on basically any in every aspect. So I am going to take the Bills to win this game, but I'm not really expecting this to be a blowout at all. No questions. I don't think this is gonna be a blowout. I think Jacksonville's gonna hang in tough because once again they're more rested because they got to stay there in London. But anyway, I got the Bills winning this game. I think after last week's performance may push you with the Bills on the slight edge here. So I'm gonna take the Bills 28-20, but once again, not really expecting this game to be a blowout. All right, next up we have Houston going into the Falcons, and this game it was tricky at first. In the beginning of the week, this game was tricky. CJ Stroud, he continues to impress me. Actually, matter of fact, the whole Texans team continues to impress me. Atlanta did not have the best performance last week. I think they had a really slow going last week. But anyway, in this game, I think we're going to take the Texans for the first time since last season. Since the last time I think I picked them. I mean, let's be honest. The Texans, they're playing great ball right now. Let's see honest, right? The Texans, they're playing good football. I like everything I'm seeing out of the Texans, and I do think they find a way to win this week. And once again, not going to be easy because this game is in Atlanta, and Atlanta plays their best ball in Atlanta. But at the same time, I got the Falcons winning this game. I like how they're playing football right now. And yeah, I'll take the Texans 24-21. All right, next up we have Carolina at Detroit, and honestly, if you're asking me, this should be one of the easier picks of the week because I think we all know who we're picking here, and I think everybody should be picking. Actually, never mind. I think everybody should be agreeing with who I pick here, and it's obviously the Lions. Why the hell would you pick Carolina? Carolina's 0-4. They haven't looked good all season long. Now, once again, I respect Carolina as a supporter standpoint, but at the same time, you don't really expect the Panthers to really do anything in this game. So I'm going to take the Lions. I think they kind of whoop the Panthers' ass here. And once again, the Panthers, I'm still waiting for that game to pick you, but this is just another game that I just can't do it. Lions win 34-18 in an absolute blowout. All right, next up we have Tennessee at the Colts, and this is another game that is tricky. You know, the Colts coming off a really good win. Against the Bengals, and their defense really just show up. The Colts can play competitive football. They've always been playing competitive football, and even find ways to win games. I do give the Colts a lot of credit on that standpoint, but I think I'm gonna take the Colts here. I think the home field advantage does really come into play here. So I am gonna pick the Colts. I think they're gonna bounce back and beat the Titans, but once again, the only reason I can see the Colts losing this game if they let Derrick Henry go off because the Colts' run defense is not really that good, so I can see Tennessee taking a really big advantage on that point. But I do think the Colts win. I do think they bounce back. This game shouldn't be easy, and it's probably not going to be easy. But I'm going to take the Colts 18-17. As a matter of fact, this is my 1-point game of the week. All right, next up we have. This is the banger game here. We got New York going into Miami. If I'm being honest, I really don't have an answer. I don't really have anything to say about this. We all know who's gonna win here. We all know what's gonna happen. Giants fans, I would just watch a different game than watching your team this week because your team is absolutely gonna get penalized. Your team your team is going to get absolutely destroyed this week. Listen, New York, I don't hate you guys, but you guys not been playing good football at all. I don't like one thing that you guys really did all season long. Your offensive line is atrocious, and that's what Miami likes to do. Plus, Miami just lost, so they are going to be furious. They are going to come. They're going to come with angry red eyes, and they're absolutely going to kick the shit out of the Giants, 37-10. And honestly, I can see the Giants throwing up. I can see the Dolphins throwing up 40 points in this one. All right, next up we have the Saints and the Patriots. A game that I went back and forth with because I don't know what either of these two teams are going to do. Both of these two teams are coming off a loss. Both of these offenses have not really looked that good. Both defenses look the same. Like these two teams are like equal. They're like equal. They're like right next to each other. That's why I do. That's why I do really struggle with this game. But I think I'm gonna take the Patriots here. I do think they bounce back and win this one. Just because they're at home, and I don't think Bill Belichick's really gonna lose 2 games in a row. But I can obviously see the Saints winning this game, but I don't think so because both of these offenses look too slow. So that was my decision here. But I think the home field advantage is the only reason why I'm gonna pick New England here to win this one. So I do think this game is going to be slow scoring. Got the Patriots winning 17-14, and once again, not really expecting a lot of offense. All right, next up we have Baltimore going into Pittsburgh, and this is definitely a game that I can see the Ravens offense struggling. Like if we're being honest, I know the Steelers just got their asses whooped against the Texans, but you can see the Steelers winning this game. I could see it, but I'm not going to predict the way how they played last week. Absolutely not. I'm not going to take Pittsburgh after what performance that we saw last week. That was embarrassing. But anyway, I think the Ravens have just been on a roll recently. I think they've been playing better than Pittsburgh all year long. Now, I'm not taking a huge shit on Pittsburgh. I do think Pittsburgh is still a very underrated team. I just think Baltimore has just been playing just by far insanely way better than Pittsburgh so far this year. So I'm going to take the Ravens. I counted them out last week. I definitely paid the price for it, and I'm not going to do that again. So I do think the Ravens do come out and win this game. I think their defense plays pretty sharp without Kenny Pickett. And that's also one thing I do worry about Pittsburgh going into this game with how their offense generates without Kenny Pickett. But anyway, I'm going to take the Ravens. They look sharper. They look better. I got them winning 27-17. But this might be a trap game for Baltimore, let's be honest. All right, next up we have the Eagles traveling to LA. This game is kind of tricky too because you never know what you're going to get out of my LA Rams. We have to performing pretty good as of late. But once again, you're playing against this undefeated Philadelphia team. Even if Cooper Kupp comes back, do you really think him, Puka, and Matthew Stafford of that offense is really going to take down that Philly defense? Do you actually think that's going to happen? Now, I do expect this game to be close. I'm not really expecting this to be a blowout in any type way. But at the beginning of the season, I literally said that this game was going to be a blowout. I said this game was going to be an ass-kicking of a lifetime. But now, I don't think that's going to happen. I have confidence in my guys. I think we can compete with good teams. As a matter of fact, we have been competing against good teams. But anyway, I just don't think we're going to take down the Eagles. I want to pick my boys here so badly, but I can't do it, man. This Philadelphia team, they're too good. They're one of the 2 undefeated teams in the league. I can't take the Rams here, even though I really want to, but I can't. So we're gonna go with the Eagles here. I'm expecting this game to be close. I'm expecting the Rams to fight really hard. But I have the Eagles pulling away with the last second field goal, 30-27. All right, next up we have a trap game here. It is the Bengals at the Cardinals. And watch what I said. I said this is going to be a trap game, and that's what this is. Listen, the Bengals have not been playing good football at all this entire year, and that's one thing that really concerns me from them. And then meanwhile, looking at Arizona, and the only reason why I'm calling this a trap game is because I just liked how Arizona has been playing this whole season. I like how they've been playing, especially in Arizona. I mean, I can see the Cardinals winning, but at the same time, we all know the Bengals offense can erupt at any time, and they can obviously win the game. Honestly, if you're asking me to get into the season, if this game is going to be close at all, I would say absolutely not. It's not. But honestly, I think, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going with the upset here, honestly. I am going to pick the Arizona Cardinals to win the fucking game. Fuck it, because I don't trust that Cincinnati offense anymore. I literally don't. They don't look good. They haven't looked good all season long. They're going into Arizona. Arizona's been playing good in Arizona. Like I think I'm gonna take the Cardinals here, honestly. And some people might actually agree with me on this. So yeah, I do think the Cardinals take down the Bengals here in a surprising factoring upset, 28-16. Honestly, yeah, you might be stunned. You might think this is a fake video, but I'm taking the Cardinals. All right, next up we have the Jets going into Denver. Listen, this game is another toughy one. I'm not really expecting another game. I'm just not expecting a lot of offense in, but I think both defenses is really going to make a huge factor in this game, and I do think this game is another one that's going to come down to defense. I do think the Jets defense has proved me enough that I think they're going to take down Denver. Plus, you can't ever trust Denver. You can't do it, especially when they're at home. Can't trust Denver. I'm not trusting the team. I know they just came back from 21 down, but still, I just don't trust Denver. You can never trust this team. You can't do it. I'm gonna take the Jets. Plus, Zach Wilson just had one of his better performances, so I do. So if he does take of that again, I do think the Jets can win this game. I'm gonna go 20-17. Once again, not expecting a lot of options in this one. All right, next up we have Kansas City going into the Vikings. This is the exact opposite of what I said about last game. I'm expecting this game to have a lot of offense. Justin Jefferson's going to go off. I think the Chiefs offense is going to bounce back from last week, but it ain't really bounced back because they played against a really good defense last week. So I think I'm going to go. This game is in the bank, and I can see the Vikings winning it. But once again, they barely beat the Panthers, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here. I do think they win this game narrowly, not a lot, but just narrowly. Once again, I'm expecting a lot of offense in this game. I think the Chiefs offense is gonna bounce back, and I think Justin Jefferson is gonna go off against the Chiefs defense. But anyway, I have the Chiefs winning this game 31-27. I'm expecting a popcorn showing, but I think the Chiefs will narrow at the end because they have the better head coach. All right, next up we have our Sunday night football game. We got Dallas going into San Francisco. Listen, I hate both of these two teams, and I don't want to pick neither of these two teams, but both of these two teams are good. But anyway, I think with this game being in San Francisco, I think the Niners have looked more unstoppable than the Cowboys, so I'm gonna take the Niners to win this game. I'm expecting this game to be good. I'm expecting this to be a punching bag. And this is the best game of the week if you're asking me, and I'm glad it's on a primetime game because NFL actually makes some goddamn sense for some point. But yeah, I think I take the Niners. Not really expecting this game to be boring. I'm expecting this game to be very fun, very active, but very aggressive. But I'm gonna take the Niners 27-24, and I mean it. This game is going to be electric. All right, and last but not least, we got our Monday night football game. We got Green Bay going into Vegas. Normally, a couple of weeks ago, I did pick Vegas to win this game, but if I'm being honest, I'm taking Green. I changed my pick to Green Bay because I normally here I would pick the Raiders, but I'm not going to. The Raiders they haven't looked good. They look too slow. They look too slumpy. I just can't pick the Raiders here. Something's just off with them. Plus Devontae Adams, he's kind of questionable. I don't even know if he's going to be playing in this game, and if he does, I don't think he's going to be his former team. Especially, same thing for Jimmy G. I don't think he's going to be his former team, so I'm going to take the Packers to win this game. Shouldn't be easy, but I think the Packers do come out on top in this one, 23-20. All right, and that is my week 5 NFL predictions. Let me guys know in the comments what you guys would change or what you guys agree with. But anyway, make sure you guys do like this video. Please help it get to 60 subscribers. We're just one away, so one of you guys can become our 60th subscriber here on the channel. Well, there's a big video here. Sign off MoneyGoNation.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'm gonna try to go live tonight. We'll see what happens, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Once again, this is BB here, sign off MoneyGoNation.com. Peace out, and we'll see y'all next time.